New member shoutouts to Female Goku, Peter Stafford, Jason Nalesko, and Takogito YT. Universe 4. Age 774. The Realm of Super Buu. A small voice seems to be emanating from the Majin's head. Buu's voice itself, actually, explaining to someone they are now smaller than a flea. Another voice replies, they're gonna need to find an exit after taking care of Buu. Goku and Vegeta, of course. But the villain taunts, they will never find their way out of here, and they're going to die. But scoffing, not necessarily. The prince grabs hold of Fat Buu's cocoon. Spotting the villain up to something, Goku calls out for his rival. But it's too late, and he's consumed by his surroundings. Steam firing from his pores. The Kais look on with a sense of horror in their stomachs. Our hero demanding to know what happened, as Goku now appears in a new area. Buu announces he's taking advantage of his new transformation to move the warrior to a part of his body where he does not house his absorbed beings. As we see Vegeta has been ensnared, mocking he's done being given trouble. Vegeta stands before us. With this most recent absorption, not only does the Majin's power skyrocket, but his intelligence also greatly improves. Feeling the changes, he can feel the prince is a very motivated individual, mostly of wanting to face Goku. Chuckling, he owes it to himself to give Vegeta that satisfaction. Before taunting our hero, he won't be able to escape this place, and this will be his final battle. Not sensing anything from the outside of Buu, Goku notes he won't be able to simply teleport his way out of here, and the walls are too strong for him to merely blast through. So, he decides to defeat the villain here, once and for all. In the world of the Kais, the Elder growls Goku is about to get himself killed, going on how Buu has not reabsorbed the others that were detached by the Saiyans, so Buu can still get even stronger. Kibito Kai resolving to go himself. Maybe he can at least pose as a distraction from the outside to give our hero a fighting chance. Running away is useless! Tired already? Kamehameha! Smokescreen. That'll never. Can we not be left alone? All right, enough! He's gone. Looking on, Dende recognizes Kibito Kai in the distance. While Goku knows he must take advantage of this opportunity, believing from in here, the Earth shouldn't be at risk. And the Kaio is either unconscious or dead. Buu figures with that settled, he still has a battle waiting for him, even if his opponent stands no chance. Sorry for making you. Having depleted all of his strength, Goku falls back to his base form. And to his horror, Buu simply regenerates. Chuckling, he's impressed. If the Saiyan had used that attack on the outside, he may have actually been completely obliterated, along with the planet and entire solar system, calling it quite the beautiful finale. Without hesitating, he welcomes our hero to his new home, reaching out to absorb him. The god of Earth laying witness to the last of their defenses, succumbing to the monster. Buu even reabsorbs Gohan and the others, becoming more powerful than one could imagine. With this, he resolves to destroy the Earth as previously planned. But hesitating, he realizes he doesn't want to anymore. After Goku and the others became a part of him, their will to save the world is too much, giving the Majin an affinity for the planet as well. In fact, he wants to fix it now, shouting for Dende to gather the Dragon Balls to undo everything that's been done. Well, mostly everything. Who, shaking, notes it'll take 4 months for the balls to be usable again, but he'll do his best. not sensing any evil intent or deception within him. Satan asks if this means everything will go back to normal, leaving the pair to wonder, has he become good? Strolling up to Kibito Kai, he's happy to discover he's still alive, but very close to death. He turns him into a cookie, eating him. So probably not good per se. Walking off, he states he feels like doing some training now. And working fast, Dende is able to reactivate the Dragon Balls in only a few days, reviving everyone killed since the World Tournament, and undoing the destruction the Majin has done. Amazed to see they're still alive, Krillin can't sense Goku or the others, but a voice assures them it's okay, as they are all still alive, inside of him, before explaining they won't be seeing their friends anymore, and that's just how it has to be, but he will leave this planet in peace. Then questions Bulma, "You there? You're pretty smart, aren't you?" Absorbing her into his collection, to the terror of the surviving Z-Fighters. Noting the lack of change in his physical form, his body must have recently stabilized, but he can feel a great difference in his intelligence, happily bidding the rest farewell, very similar to how Goku would have, but promises to visit from time to time as he takes off into the sky. And that's how the long story of Super Buu would begin, going on to absorb anyone with interesting skills. He'd travel the universe committing both good and evil, depending on his mood. 4 years later, the Majin excelled in just about everything, and given his special abilities, he was able to be many places at once, one of which is available to the public 24/7 in a giant palace. A message at the gate reading, "Buu, omnipotence God, I'll grant your wish, or kill you. Stay in line." Inside the castle walls, a giant line of people patiently wait their turn. Even the evil wizard Hoi has ventured to this place, not able to see where the crowd ends. He thinks to himself, it's quite odd that it's taking hours to slowly move towards the Majin. But then again, in the presence of Buu, disorderly conduct would most likely immediately be dealt with.
Gorkor the Great doesn't wait in line! Stupid!
Dad, I'm hungry!
As Gorkor the Great smolders, someone asks another if he'll hold his place while he runs to the bathroom, who refuses to, but strangely enough, offers him a glass jar to do his business in, who's grossed out to find it's not empty. Which, to be fair, the frog guy did bring it for himself. As the hours droned on, Hoi got close enough to hear the wishes of the others. "I want to be immortal!" "Denied." "I want the power to save the people I love." "So cliche, and your heart isn't even close to being pure." "Denied." "I want 1,000 wishes." "Denied." "I want to be able to read people's true hearts." "Granted." Now with the ability to see right through everyone in line, the man is overwhelmed at his new powers, before realizing they're all just terrible people. As the Majin lays eyes upon a familiar face, Videl, who wants Gohan and his friends back, but instead of killing her, he simply mutters for her to stop coming here, snapping his fingers and teleporting her back to Earth. Before she vanishes, she shouts that he was nice once, pleading for him to remember her father. Next is a Ratman, who begs to know the meaning of life, the universe, everything. Cookies. Isn't it 40 cookies? Go. Now. Eventually, Hoi would finally get his turn, beckoning the almighty Buu to please unseal this magical music box. Upon asking what's inside, the wizard reveals a great hero has been imprisoned there. Finding this white light humorous, Buu figures it will spice things up for a second. Arising from the box, Tapion demands to know why he's been freed. Hoi, once again, asking if he's happy to be out of his entrapment. The hero turns to Buu, shouting he shouldn't have done this. Asking why, he merely screams to be sent back in the box, as a random person calls for him to get in line like everyone else. Beautiful! Bravo! Even though the spectator's situation appears dire, they are all under Buu's protection and have nothing to worry about. But Tapion growls Hoi killed his brother, and he's going to make sure this monster of his stays sealed away forever, causing the wizard to command Hirudegarn to attack. Trying to free up only mere seconds to begin his song, knowing once he starts playing, the beast won't be able to move, as it bends down to pick up Hoi, who continues to shout commands. finding interest in a magical creature like himself. His endless travels, absorptions, and powers allow him to see this giant was created by tiny, wrinkly sorcerers. Muttering he can hear his thoughts, his laments, hating his life as a servant after previously living as an idol. Admitting he didn't get in line, but nonetheless deserves his wish of peace. Turning Hirudegarn into stone.
No! My creature! What have they done?
Your time has come to an end!
Don't you dare! I'm still a powerful sorcerer, you know!
And with the demise of the wizard, Tapion notices the palace putting itself back together, all on its own. A few more hours would pass. The now truly freed hero, taking his turn in line after discovering Boo can grant near any wish.
Can you bring my brother back?
Sure.
Really? Just like that?
Just like that. A new life began for Tapion and Minosia, and a new era and new civilization. They still had each other, which was more than enough for them. Boo would go on to grant another million or so wishes before getting bored, as we wonder, what other escapades could he get into?